Welcome back, everybody, to Facetious. This is episode 95, recorded on October 30th, 2017, approximately 6:06 p.m. Central Standard Time. Look, I'm one of your hosts. I am happy to be back in front of your eyeballs and your ears again. I am Larry, a.k.a. Bluemanrule, and I am joined, as usual, by my man, Dammy, none other than Mike, a.k.a. Scarfinger, a.k.a. Real Talk. What's up, though?
So, man.
Stupid, man. Like, I don't even understand it, dog.
What's good with you? Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
No, it's
I meant to make my screen smaller, and I actually made it bigger.
Oh, you all good.
All right, there we go. All right, there we go. So I can see the chat now.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Now we chilling, B. We chilling out here today, man. Looking to get it going. Simpson keep typing in free Scar like you don't already cuss as much as you want to. Like, I don't understand what the problem is, Simpson. Like,
actually, I don't cuss nearly as much as I want to.
But you don't have to, though. Like, we'll have to have that conversation at some point. But you don't have to, though.
But I want to. It's how I talk.
I know, but you can talk like that on your show. What you do all the time.
Yep. Yeah. And, I did. Look, in the last week, I've done 4 shows.
Yeah, I saw you on Angry Mailman. Y'all go check that out. He posted that. I just downloaded.
Yeah, they brought back the Angry Mailman, and of course, I got hit up like 2 hours before the show started. Like, you trying to be on the show? Like, come on, man! Like, you gotta give me a little bit more time than that. But
they're like, Scar ain't doing nothing. Yeah. Call Scar.
Yeah, so I did Facetious. I did all of my 3 shows and Angry Mailman last week, and I was sick as hell.
Dang, dog.
I've been so sick, though. Like, seriously. Like, this weekend was terrible. Like, my girl was sick, and then she came to my house because she had some teeth pulled, so I can keep an eye on her.
Yeah,
while she was recovering from her teeth being pulled, and then I ended up sick, and so I'm just really on the other side. You know, like how when you got a cold. And you on the other side of the cold, but like you feel great during the day, but as soon as the evening hit, you feel terrible.
Head down on that pillow, dog. Man, yeah. Tough.
So that's where I am right now. I'm on that. I felt pretty good. Well, I woke up. I felt pretty bad. I took some medicine and stuff like that, and I was like, all right, cool, we got this.
Right.
And then when I got off work, it was like, bruh.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Hey, have you tried So if you shower in the mornings, a lot of times because that shower air will open you up, that little water vapor and stuff. So what you should do when you get home is probably spray something like get some nasal spray, and that'll help you. But yeah, if you're just like feeling in your chest, dog, it ain't nothing you can do about that. You're just gonna have to get some alcohol and let it burn it out, and let it go. Yeah. So, but no, man. But look, we got a packed agenda, dog. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things on the schedule, bro. I got 6 things on the agenda tonight.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, let's fire it up. So, first things first, man. Like right off the bat, I ran across an article this week while I was listening to the 1A podcast, and while listening to the 1A podcast, someone ended up writing an article on it a little later, and it was basically about this plant that they manufacture. They manufacture bearings, something like that. And that plant has ended up closing down. They're gonna shift the plant to Mexico, but the plant. So everyone at the plant is losing their job. Period.
I thought we were supposed to be keeping our jobs. I thought this was what this was all about.
No. As if your job relocated.
No. I thought that was the plan. We was gonna save the American workplace.
Yeah, that was the plan. See, there you go.
We're supposed to be making America work again.
Right. So this is summarily what happened. So what happened is that they said, okay, well, if all the workers are going to lose their jobs, we need people to train these people in this plant in Mexico. So they paid these people like their trip down there. They gave them extra money, so they're getting like overtime pay to go down here and train these people to do the jobs that they're taking. And I was like, man, I don't know how I would feel about that. Honestly, like if someone took my job, would I be willing to train them? I don't know.
Okay, for me, one, it all depends on how much I'm getting paid. Like, am I getting paid? Like, it all depends on how much I'm getting paid, and when this job is over, what other options do I have? If I have no options and they're just handing my job to somebody, double middle fingers. But you know, but if I have somewhere else I can go, what's up, Matt? So if I have somewhere else I can go and something else I can do, I'm gonna take this extra money. I'm gonna go do my thing in Mexico. Right. I'm gonna try not to drink the water, and then I'm gonna have myself a good time. I mean, because even though I'm training people, it's kind of like work, but it's kind of like a vacation too. You get extra money to go to Mexico. Like, I'm cool as long as I have something worth doing after the fact. If I have nothing worth doing, if my job is just gone and I'm gonna be scrambling, then I may just do it just for the money. Okay. But but if I got something else to do, man, I got you. Like, let's go ahead, let's make this money, and and then I'm gonna go do the other thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start me a business. I'm moving to Colorado and I'm gonna start me a weed business, yo.
Right. Now, the fact of the matter is, it's that second option. There is nothing that you can do about the job. There's no guarantee of anything after that. So
no, I mean, like, do I have another job I can go to? Type deal.
No, it's not like that. It's like, look, this plan.
Not a job with this company. Like, do I have another job?
Oh, you mean, did you line it up or did the company line it up? Okay, so
yeah. So it like is my job completely depending on this manufacturing job that there may not be any more of, or is my job in like management or something like that, and I could just go be a manager somewhere else?
Oh no, a lot of these are workers. These are laborers, dog. So this is straight up like you learn this craft, you learn these machines. That's summarily it. So, man, I'm sorry, stinking thing fading in and out. I'm about to turn my light on, but no, there really is no other option for you.
Okay, if there's no option, then the only thing I can think of is do the job in Mexico, take the little bit of money and flip it in some way. Start you a business, or do, like, depending on how much money it is it enough money for where I can do something else?
Right. And I think they mentioned like time and a half here in this article.
I see you, player.
Yep. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, I recorded the show last week. I completely forgot to put it up.
Yeah, of course. Pause. But so I think here's the thing.
Bro, let me tell you about the pauses. There's some pause-worthy stuff in this last sarcasm, bro.
Okay. I'll be listening. I'll be listening with my ears open, dog. I have my ears open. But so I went ahead and linked to this video and I posted it out there, man. And your boy Denny said, this is what Denny at Loose Screw says. He says, if I decide to stay on until the position ends, then yes. But I would also be looking for a new job. It sucks, but if you don't like it, quit. So yeah, I feel him in that.
But they're probably in a situation to whereas if they don't ride this thing all the way to the wheels go away, then they probably not gonna get paid everything that they wish they should get paid. Right. So I mean, no matter how you look at it, I don't see why not. Like, if I have no other options, go make this extra money and either use it to hold down my family until I find something else, or use it to start something for myself for once. Okay. Or just use it and go sell drugs. Like,
hence moving to Colorado, right?
Yeah, moving to Colorado. Let's sell you some legal weed. I know right now is probably a little bit hard to get it on the ground floor of weed, but no, man, go. I mean, go make that money and then find something to do with it to further your own life. Like, obviously you were stuck in a manufacturing job. Like, I'm pretty sure that there is something else that you're good at. Start your podcast studio and then talk about, talk about people. They took our jobs, dude. They took our jobs. Radio, like,
right. They took our jobs. Radio, like it's gonna be a network.
Yeah, they took our job. Radio, like do
they
something.
Just back to the regular radio. They took our job. Radio, like it's just
that's how you have to do it. That's how you got to do it. You got to do it that way. Okay. But I don't see it. If the job is going, no matter what, I might as well get this money while I can.
Right, and that was the thing. So in the video, it showed a black dude and a older white gentleman, both of them about the same, and both of them been there about the same amount of time. They're friends, and the black guy was like, well, I'm going down to Monterey here next week. He was bowling in his league. He was like, well, I'm not. I'll be going next week because I'll be training them in Monterey. They were like, so you really going down there? They taking your jobs? He was like, nah, and he got real indignant. He was like, no. They didn't take my jobs. The company is giving them my job.
Yeah, they sent my job away.
They sent my job away. Yeah, it's not coming back.
Yeah, it's not like I had any choice in this. Like, right. And they didn't take it away from me. Somebody decided that it's cheaper to get rid of it and put it somewhere else. And that's really what happened to, I mean, a lot of the manufacturing jobs and the call center jobs and stuff like that in this country. Like,
I mean, even the manufacturing jobs, like it's weird that Hyundai actually put a plant in Georgia. You know what I mean? Like Hyundai has a plant here, or is it Alabama? It's in
Alabama. I've driven past it.
And so they have a plant here.
It's freaking huge.
It's massive, dog. It's massive. It's
freaking huge. I drove past it on my way to go see my my stepdaughter. But yeah, I've driven past it. That place is massive.
Yeah. And so it's weird because when you bring plants here, you have to give them a living wage here, so it's much more expensive. But a lot of their market is here as well. Not the majority, right. But a lot of their market is here.
But I mean, it's probably a thing where they're making all of the parts and just shipping the parts in, and you're just putting it together there. It's not like you're making the stuff there. You're just putting the cars together.
Yeah, because it is an assembly plant. So. Yeah. But yeah, it's just real interesting, man, when you think about the dynamics of that and how that's supposed to work in this country and how things just keep getting shipped. And it's funny because down the street, because it was the Carrier. They're down the street from Carrier, whom the administration did stop from going overseas, right? And this is down the street in the same city, so it's just a little interesting.
I mean, it's gonna take our leadership to give these large companies incentives to stay, like, because they don't have any other incentives other than tax breaks and such that. So the only way you can do it is to give them incentives to keep their stuff here, or if you gonna take your stuff away and then try to bring it back, I'm gonna charge you to bring it back. I'm gonna charge you a ridiculous amount of money to bring it back.
Oh, you got a surcharge? You got a surcharge tax on it?
Yeah, that's the only way to get the jobs to stay here. If it costs you so much to take it there and then bring it back, then I might as well leave it here.
Well, or I mean, you could disincentivize it concurrently by saying I might as well just leave it over there. You see what I mean? So you could disincentivize.
No. But if you're like Hyundai, right? You like Hyundai.
Right.
But if you know that there's a good percentage of your market here.
Yes. Because they know Hyundais, they make Kias there as well.
Yeah. See, if there's a good percentage of your market here, then charging them for taking it away and then shipping the finished products back, then they'd be like, look, I might as well just leave it here.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So you're trying to disincentivize them to leave once they get here.
Yep.
Okay, I got you.
And then incentivize people from taking stuff away. I mean, the problem with this country, because people think about like what's going on in our society, and then they harken back to like during the world wars and stuff like that, where we actually made stuff. We don't make anything except debt.
Man, we make intellectual property now. It's a lot of intellectual property.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't physically make anything. Everything is made somewhere else and shipped here. So like all of these plants closing and all of this other stuff, it's made us worse. Like, you know, where those people who are frustrated that they're losing their jobs, somebody comes by and say, I'm gonna get you your jobs back, and you vote for him even though he wasn't qualified to have the job in the first place.
Here we go. And shots fired.
Yeah, your man said, I'm gonna say the coal industry, but then it was like, well, the coal industry doesn't really. It's not really that large,
salvageable, and it's not. Yes,
there's more people that work for Starbucks than the coal industry. So,
right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, so, no, I completely understand.
But it's understandable why a lot of these people felt the need to vote for someone who claims he was going to focus on their interests, and then he didn't really do anything.
Yeah, bogus.
And these people are still losing their jobs, and so it's going to take our leadership to be like, nah. If you take it away from here, we're gonna charge you to bring it back finished. And if you really want to pay it, that's cool. But you might want to keep it here because I'm you know
the tax will hit you.
No. We gotta treat this like a drug game. The package done went up. Like
you treat it like the drug game now.
The package is going up. Run your pockets, son. Like
run your pockets. Empty them. What you got? I need to see nothing but lint and dollar bills. That's all I need.
I'm gonna send my mans over there to come pat you down. I want everything you got.
All right. Well, hey, so you talk about marijuana. I'm gonna turn this light on here. You talked about marijuana going to, but honestly, if you talk about the opioid speech that President Trump had or was scheduled to have this week,
I don't know about it.
Okay, so what he did is basically
because I hate the fact that the whole opioids thing became a big deal once it affected different people. It wasn't It wasn't an epidemic when we basically made it seem like black people were just on black people and Latinos and stuff like that, and disadvantaged people were just doing heroin. Like it wasn't a big deal until it started making it to the suburbs and cocaine apartments.
Cocaine apartments. That term is just hilarious.
Yeah, and then really, like, you look down on all of these people who have been struggling with this stuff for so long, but then when it starts hitting a certain population, now there's protections, there's safe places in major cities for people to shoot up, dog. Like, how is this life? How is this life right now? There's safe places for people to shoot up, and then they have the nerve to call us snowflakes and say that we want safe places. Like, what are you talking about? Nobody made cocaine apartments for us. We just had to make a crack house out of an abandoned building.
We got all these dilapidated buildings in the hood. We just picked the best one.
You know what? We made a crack house out of a bando. Y'all finance cocaine apartments and then get mad when somebody get caught. But it's like, yo, when it was affecting different people, there was a different reaction to it. Now it's like, we need to help these people, but like, where was the help for everyone else? And that's so I don't care about anything that these people have to say about the opioid epidemic at all.
Okay. What's up, AZ? So Devious says there's people here in his town. I think he lives in, he's a Bengals fan, but he lives in Ohio. And he says there's people there that call 911, they shoot up so the cops get there just in time while they OD, and the cops can give them Narcan, I guess, to revive them, I guess, or to get rid of the OD effects. Like, that's weird, man. But addictions make people do really strange and like illogical things, right?
Well, my old coworker had a boyfriend, and the boyfriend, he worked a bunch of odd jobs, and he would get hurt all the time. So she would have to take him to the emergency room and all of this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Then he actually did something. He borrowed the truck. It was a storage. The storage truck. Supposedly, like, he was going to work. He was taking some stuff to go work a flea market on the Eastern Shore, and he crashed the truck and left it. He left it on the Eastern Shore.
Wow.
So then I guess when he got caught, they actually called his next of kin, which is his separated wife, and his wife contacted my old coworker and was just like, "Oh, he got you too, huh?" Basically, what he does is he hurts himself so he can go to the emergency room and get the pain pills.
Wow.
He was addicted to the pain pills, so he would just hurt himself in order to go get the pain pills.
See, that's the stuff I'm talking about. But here's the thing. The whole reason I bring this up is because and I'm looking at it long term, right? So when the administration starts to crack down and ask people to make it more difficult for people, or really for doctors to prescribe opioids, right? Then the alternatives are going to start coming into play. Hence, going back to your weed, right? Then it's going to start coming into play. And I was talking. We were at a Boss's Day luncheon that we took our boss out for, and I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know what? If they do, I hope they do this. I hope they do this. If they do this the right way and they follow the steps like it should be done, what's going to happen is that opioid prescriptions will go down, and more states, slowly but surely, will start being able to legalize Mary Jane or marijuana on a federal level and make it a federal legal alternative, right? Yeah. See, I knew it.
As soon as you said it, it just hit me.
I know it. Love you, Mary Jane.
That song just jams. Like it's like a lot of his music is it's so funky. Like it just like there's something about that song that is just. I mean, I don't know if it's the bass line. I don't know what it is, but that song
it's just that old school groove.
It's an earworm.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now Matt says
thoughts that pot is a gateway drug to other stuff. That's been disproven so many times. Like
absolutely.
it's not even like for real. In the places where it is legalized, the other drugs have kind of gone down.
Yeah. People used to get they need to move the harder stuff to get high. No, man, they just moved to different strains of pot. Like exactly.
I do a podcast with a weed head. I understand this thing now. You just get a different strain of weed. Like it's like you can get some real serious put you on your ass weed. And it's out there. And I don't know anybody who I know a few weed smokers. And the majority of them are just content with weed, and they've been on weed for the longest time, and they have never felt the need to do anything else. They just want some weed. So the whole gateway drug thing has been disproven so many times. And if you actually look at the data from the places where it's been legalized, the other drugs have gone down.
Hey, here's data. Here's facts for you guys, maybe anecdotal. Look, I grew up in the hood with people who smoke weed and sold weed. And I can tell you that all they want to do is weed. That's about as far as they take it.
I grew up in a house with somebody who sold weed and harder stuff. The weed is to smoke. The other stuff is to sell. Like this is, like
it is what it is. Like
it's really that simple for most people. Like, I mean, the only way that you believe that it's a gateway drug is if you don't know a whole bunch of weed heads.
And further, like, why are we as a country concerned about other people's vices, right? So here's my thing. Like, you wouldn't. Like, here's the thing. Alcohol is available all the time, right? Unfortunately, for people who are alcoholics, they have trouble consuming it, right? They have trouble consuming it in a moderate rate. Right, in a well-regulated fashion, right? They don't really have any barriers. They don't have any limitations. But I mean, alcohol is a drug as well, right? Because you can move from beer to hard liquor then you can move up from there, right? So you could, if you wanted to, like you could be out there, you could be out here sipping on Everclear, you know what I mean? Or, you know, but you could.
Oh, that stuff sound like it burn your chest.
Oh boy, it does. But my point is this, like, here's the thing. There really are a lot of scientific medical benefits to it, which is the only reason I see it going that direction, because there are scientifically proven medical benefits to it. And
I've always said the same thing. Whenever the topic of weed came up, I've always said the exact same thing. Bruh, there is no one who wants weed that don't know how to get it. So at this point, legalize it across the board so you can tax the crap out of it and try to get us out of this hole that we are in as a country. Like, tax the crap out of it, make it legal. Like, there's no reason why weed and sex should be restricted in the way that it is. Like, if I wanted some weed or if I wanted some sex, I know exactly where to go to get it, and I know exactly where to go to pay for it. I don't. But if somebody wants to do that, like, they already know how to do it. So like we putting people in jail for this. Like, why? Yeah, it's absolutely. So the cops can focus on other stuff instead of that. But also, what comes with that is, though, once you legalize it, then it's time to get these people out of jail who are in there for the weed. Like, people who've gotten like 20, tens to 20s of years for weed possession. Like, once you legalize it, man, let those people walk the streets free. Like, let them out of there. Exactly, let's stop overcrowding these prisons. And
well, I know what that's for, though. But that's
privatized prison is basically legal slavery. But because they make them do stuff for pennies on the dollar.
Absolutely, and it goes toward their account.
Yeah, and also, if you legalize it across the board, then also you can hire people to enforce the rules, which also creates more jobs.
You're right. People do need to. You're right. They do need to enforce the rules, but yeah, you're right. You do create a bureaucracy. However, at the same time, the whole reason you're taxing it is to generate additional revenue for the government. Whereas when you create those additional bureaucratic layers, which I was telling people would be a deterrent to that, is that now you got to pay people. Right now, you got to pay people to come out here and do this job. So I mean, it's a catch-22. Yeah, it's not gonna. It may not be a positive thing in the short term, but in the long term, definitely. So. Yeah. I'm definitely all about that.
And it's worked out great for Colorado and Washington State.
Oh, phenomenally well. Man, their budgets are nice right now. Nice.
And they could do so many things with that money. Like, they can use it to improve their infrastructure. They can use it to improve their schools. They can use it for all. You can use it for all kinds of stuff.
Setting up a rainy day fund. So, like Oklahoma, the next time you have $868 million in your state deficit, you have money there to stop teachers from in schools from having to close or shut down a day or send people home. Like, that's what you do that for. So. Yeah, he's in Colorado doing fine. Oh, I know, bro. Colorado doing mad good. So Mike, I want to bring this up, man. So now being a black father, like we are, we go to parent teacher conferences, right? Now, unfortunately, you can't do that now, but you did before. But
I did, yes.
Right. So when you go to parent teacher conferences, right, and you go in and you talk to people, and generally you hear good things about your kids because we there. So generally our kids seem to be pretty well behaved, right? But then, the teachers, and I don't have a problem with it. I just wonder, like, how sad is it that they thank me for coming in? They're like, thank you for coming in. Thank you for being involved in your kids' lives. Thanks for being an interested parent. I'm like, ain't that what the hell I'm supposed to do?
But you also come when you show up, you also show up as a way to disprove the stigma that you as a black father aren't involved in your child's life. So that's probably
right. That's probably that's the undertone, right? Even though
statistics say it's only about 8%, but like I mean I can see it both ways. Like, are not supposed to be here, and also I can see it from her perspective is thank goodness you showed up, because somebody needed to show up for your child, and I'm glad it was you. you know, it's.
Mhm.
I mean, I can see it both ways.
Okay.
I wish I could be more involved, especially what's going on right now because my daughter's in a new school and
Yeah.
the kids are being kids,
Right.
and it's not going very well. And I had to tell my daughter to show up to school as me.
Right. Say something like I wish you would type. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I basically
You was about to go off.
yeah. I told her when you go to school in the armor of your father. Like there is a lot of me in you. So don't let these people get to you. And don't be scared of them because the when they smell fear, they're just gonna attack more and more and more just to watch you break, which is the same thing that we used to do as kids to substitute teachers. Like it's we smell weakness and we all immediately turn into sharks. And we want to just feed on your weakness. So like don't be weak. When you show up to school, be your father. Because I'm very much a part of her. So like when you walk in there, it's the Kanye line, F you N-word, I know I'm dope. Like it's see, I'm making it clean.
I appreciate that.
But it's that. It's like when you show up to school, you show like nothing they say should be able to harm you at all.
Right. And I mean, at that, the whole bullying and all of that stuff, man, especially with the cyberbullying being the thing that it is now, it's a lot different from when we went to school. But that's the thing, man. Like I don't think it should be an anomaly for, folks, especially fathers, to be there for their kids. You know what I mean? And I think that you don't think it should, but sadly it is. Like there's a lot of parents that I know that dread having to do parent teacher conferences and they keep pushing it off until the teacher stops asking. Like I know people personally that do it that way. They just don't like it. Me personally, the only one real one that I've been to, I was laughing my behind off. Oh, really?
Like I found it hilarious.
They were I think you mentioned it on the show. They were like, they were saying that she was saying this and doing that, and you would just found it hilarious. And you would just
I found it hilarious because like what they were saying that she was doing was all of the things that my teachers would tell my parents.
Right.
And like I found it funny, like the thing they say that everything you do, your child is gonna bring back to you. And that's why I just found it hilarious. Like I couldn't stop laughing.
Right. So, but no, man, it makes me think, it shouldn't be that way. Right. And where I am in Oklahoma City and the school that my kid is in, it's not like a high end school, right? It's not like a big dollar school, and his middle school is going to be the same way. But I've noticed over the years, even with my oldest, from my oldest all the way up, is that it's a shame, man, but it's true. Like, especially in the areas that we used to live in and the schools that we go to, like, man, just parents just aren't involved. And I think it's a shame, dog. Like, I think it's a sad shame.
It is, because the most important thing you can give your child is your time.
Right. Look, man, I say I tweet it out every time when I'm listening to it sometimes, but it's a song by this Christian rapper. His name is JR, believe it or not. But it's a song called Parent Me. But it goes hard, because if you listen to the lyrics, he's talking about, look, mom, dad, you're doing all the stuff at work, you're doing all the stuff at church, but look, I need you here. Like, it's hard being the only Christian in my school. It's hard to say no to all these girls. Like, it's hard. I need you to show me what to do. But it's cool. It's a great song. And but you think about it sometimes, and it hit you to really challenge you, man, because you need to make sure that you are there playing all those roles, right? Doing all those things. So.
And that's the reason why that's why it's a good idea for you and your significant other to stay together, because y'all can tag team all of that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so y'all can tag team all of that stuff. So it's not just like one person having to do everything, which, a lot of times it's the father that's not there. The mother has to do everything because the father feels like he got to be out there working and being a provider and making sure everybody got what they need. But what your child really needs is you.
Yep. And they talk about that, you know, that song is legit. I'll probably link to it here in the show notes at the bottom in the in your ear section,
Okay.
so everybody can check that out. But it's a nice song. It's pretty old, but it's still nice. So yeah, and Matt says get that right. You know, once time is gone, it's gone. You aren't getting it back, and that's true. It's true, man.
Yeah.
So, but look, speaking of time, let's talk about Mazda looking forward into the future, man. So you know, I'm a car dude. So I was checking out the Tokyo Auto Show.
Okay.
And let me tell you,
making time machines?
Man, dog, Mazda is making hotness. Let me tell you what they're making. So two things. First of all, they're making an engine that is going to be like a hybrid, but the hybrid engine, they can't use a regular hybrid simply because that hybrid engine has their normal engine with Skyactiv technology has an extremely high compression ratio. And what turbos do, they just increase the compression ratio. And so their compression ratio, believe it or not, is higher than the Mustangs. It's like 15-1. No lie. Go look it up. 13-1 and 50-1 or whatever, depending on the engine. But so what they did here, I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen. So they created they had the rotary engine that they put in the RX-8. Long story short, all right, thanks, Matt. We appreciate you, man. Long story short, this engine will increase fuel efficiency by up to 30%. 30%, dog. Like that is massive, dog. So that is like industry changing news right there. And so I'm really looking forward to it. And so yeah, so here it is right there. So I'm sorry, that's the RX Coupe. And then they hint at the non-rotary flagship, hints at rear-wheel drive non-rotary flagship. But this is what I wanted to show you. So you see this car?
Yeah, that shit look like the Batmobile.
Right. Look here, man. This car here is called the Vision Coupe, the Vision Concept, and it's going to be a design. So it's like a design master for like the cars coming forward from Mazda. And dog, just look at that. Like, how nice is that car? Right? Look at him.
But you know what? That side view. Come on, son. That looks like a Vanquish. Like, it really looks like a Vanquish on the side. It's like, I know a Vanquish when I see one. That's a Vanquish. I don't even know cars like that, but I know a Vanquish when I see one.
No, that's all they kept saying. And then here, look at that back, boy. That back, man. And the tail lights light up.
That looks like the typical Mazda back, though.
Dog. And like it's just a beautiful concept. And I think that here's the thing. Like, you know how it was funny, and I'm gonna bring this up, but you know how in Demolition Man, Taco Bell was like Taco Bell was the stinking restaurant to eat of the future. I think with Mazda's design elements and the design language, they're gonna have like in like 2030, they're gonna be the thing to beat when it comes down to vehicle design and the way they feel when they drive and efficiency. Like, I think they're gonna be the thing to beat. So I just think it's interesting. So I'm a car person. So y'all check it out in the show notes if you are a car person. Go check it, pull it in, or just type in Mazda Vision Concept in Google, and it'll blow your mind. It's a really, really, really great looking vehicle, dog. So let me go ahead and stop screen sharing because yeah, I just wanted to get that in because it's important to me. Second thing, Mike, is all right, look, so you know how we all talk about fiber and how fast fiber is? Well, there's some technology that's a little different. It's going to be wireless, but it's called twisted wireless because the way that the data wraps around itself, it's kind of like, okay, let's pull up Dragon Ball just as a reference, right? So you know how Piccolo has a special beam cannon that he touches his head? Well, it comes out, it has a straight line, and then it has like little squigglies that go around it, and it like circles around. So that special beam cannon is the illustrative point. So when you send out wireless information, a lot of times it comes out in a straight line. But they found a way to twist the actual light data, the data which is transmitted through light, by making it bend around like it's Piccolo's little thing, like a spiral. If you're looking at a spiral or a corkscrew, and so it bends, and so because you can do that, you can crunch more data into it, and because of that, you can send so much more data than you can with just fiber in a straight line. So that is the thing. So they're saying that a wireless technology can be faster than fiber. Like, think about fiber. Think about a whole gig up and down at a time. I think about this being faster than that, but it can only be done in like 1 mile radiuses right now. This is German team that actually discovered a way to twist the photons and stuff. And so it won't be around here for a while, but man, when it gets here, just imagine how cool that'll be.
Yeah. That's
like,
dope.
imagine that technology.
I'm waiting on fiber in general.
Yeah. So
some gigabits.
Me too, man. And it says here, instead of having to painstakingly wire homes and offices to achieve multi-gigabit speeds, internet providers could use light-based wireless links for large parts of their network and install cabling only when it's absolutely necessary. And here's the thing. The problem in Oklahoma and most areas of the country is in the rural areas, you do not have good wiring, and you don't have sufficient wiring to make it out to all those homes. However, if you start putting up these little repeater towers and you start dispersing everything through this light data, problem solved, dog. Problem stinking solved.
Problem solved until Comcast or Time Warner or one of these
buy one of them companies.
They won't put some data caps on that, Jake. Yeah, you get real fast. You get it real fast. Guess what's also gonna happen? You're gonna hit your data cap real fast.
Real quick. So but no, man, I think that's interesting. I was gonna talk about the Paris game show because there were a lot. And I mean a lot of game announcements this week, man. Or just not announcements, just a lot of videos.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was a Paris game show until like I kind of looked at Twitter for like a half a second, and I saw that there was some game that Sony announced, some sort of samurai joint. It looked pretty cool. The little bit that I saw looked pretty cool. But it's cool.
He said it's cool. Yeah, the Samurai joint is actually made by the infamous devs, and it's called Ghost of Tsushima. So it's this game right here. And so that's...
So you don't pronounce the T?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't. Especially like, because terms like, if it's Japanese, and so words like Tsubaki and word like Tsukiyomi, things like that, they generally start with the T, and you don't pronounce the T at all.
Why put a T in there? Like, let's be honest about it.
Silly, man. So yeah, infamous developers. It's a samurai open world game. So hopefully it's not as hard as Neo or Dark Souls.
Let's see. Here's one thing. Here's the one thing I always thought was missing from gaming. I know that these things are not necessarily the kind of things that you want in the same place at the same time. But whatever happened, why did no one ever think to make a samurai versus ninja MMO?
Dog, I'd be all on that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'd be all on that. And Perfect Worlds kind of did a little something like that with the classic characters, but it was modern day. But it was pretty cool. But it wasn't just them. It was samurais. It was Templars versus assassins, which were like the ninjas, versus, I don't know, it's like all these different classes and stuff, man. I think it's free to play now at this point. But yeah, you guys check it. But yeah, so they showed a lot of trailers. So everything from God of War to Spider-Man to Detroit, Almost Human to
I saw somebody announce. I saw somebody send a link on Facebook. It's somebody who's not really really well versed in the gaming sphere. And they posted like, "Oh my God, there's a new God of War." It's like, we've been seeing
this for a while, and
we've seen this for years, bro. Like, I'm gonna need you to get with us. Like,
I'm gonna need you to fall back, dog. I need you to fall back on that statement. And then here's the thing: they did The Last of Us Part 2. They did another trailer, and it's full on story, and it looks great. And then they have a little documentary. Neil Druckmann was talking about how long it took them and what type of technology they have in there. And
I really wish I could have made it through that game.
Man, it was really good. It was really good, but they have a lot of good games out there. Sony showed a lot of good trailers, but like Andrew Renee said on Twitter, how is Sony gonna come up here and show us all these trailers, but then not even give us any good solid release dates?
Like they always do.
Right.
But it doesn't matter because the Sony faithful are going to say the same thing they always say. It's like, we got all these exclusives that nobody really plays.
Right. So that's courtesy of Kotaku. Y'all get out there and check it out. They have all of the actual YouTube videos embedded within that article. So y'all go check that out. It looks pretty good. Again, like Mike says, that is Sony's demo. But it did look interesting. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. I'm about that life.
Yes. I got a PlayStation, so I ain't got no worries. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like I have the three major platforms. I mean, I ain't never gonna buy nothing Nintendo, but like you release something on the major platforms, I can play it. So
Right.
I have no reason to hate on any of the platforms. I have them.
That's what I'm saying. I do too. I have a PS4, an Xbox One, a PC. I got a Wii U in there. What am I hating on?
Yeah, I ain't about no Nintendo crap. But yeah, I got an Xbox, I got a PlayStation, and I got a PC. My PC isn't the greatest, but it plays the games that I want to play. So I'm good.
Right. So finally, I wanted to bring this up, Mike. Extra Life is this weekend.
Okay.
And my boy AZ Rockslide has been out there. I actually won a game from him, but he's been out there streaming and stuff because he had to do it early. But you know, you can continue to stream and collect your donations through like December. So I will be streaming this. I will be streaming again this year, Mike. You know, last year my PC was down because my motherboard had just overheated. So I sent it back and got a new one. And I think my CPU overheated as well. So I got a new CPU, you know, new motherboard. But I am going to be playing a lot of games I'm gonna be out there, and I'm taking donations as well. So I'm gonna try to link everybody off to my Extra Life page. But look, I put my schedule in here in the agenda. I'm gonna be playing a lot of games, everything from Cuphead to Middle Earth Shadow War to
so basically you're losing Cuphead for a little bit.
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna be losing the Cuphead for a while. But I do have Destiny 2 in here, Mike. And now the time at which I play Destiny 2 might change, right? Because I got like a 2 or 3 hour block dedicated to it, but it's late Saturday evening. But if you want to do it any other time, you let me know and I can rearrange some of these games.
Yeah, I have Pooh Bear this weekend, so it might be a little bit of
it's gonna be difficult. Okay, no worries, no worries.
No, it's gonna be difficult. I try to squeeze out some time. I was
no. You spent some time.
I can get this done.
Okay.
I can pull this off. Like I put her on some Sims or something off up in here.
There you go. There you go. So I got a lot of games. I got Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2. Haven't finished either one of those.
I didn't even play Titanfall. I downloaded it when it became available on EA Access. I downloaded the whole thing and I ain't even touched it.
Right. So I got a lot of games. I got a few multiplayer games. I'm also playing this game called Fury, which is a melee action game, and it's hard, and it's on PC, and it's only on PC. That thing is I think it might even be on, but it's hard. Fury, Furi. It is beast. And then because the original Xbox backwards compatibility came, and I had Ninja Gaiden Black stored from a long time ago, I played some of that. Man, so I'll be playing more of that.
I had such a hard time getting past that first boss, dude.
I finally got past him, dog. The dude with the nunchucks, beast mode. He beast mode.
Yeah. I played a little bit, but see, here's my point. I didn't play Black, but I played the original Ninja Gaiden, and I got to the point where I was supposed to shoot people with the arrows, and like there was no. I don't know what was going on with my TV, but I ain't had no reticle, so I couldn't line up those shots right. And I just kept wasting my arrows, and it was like, well, I guess I'm not getting through this.
Right.
And then I stopped playing.
But yeah,
I owned it and I traded it in back when I still traded in games.
Oh yeah. So man, I'm just like I said, I'll be out there, y'all. I love it, but the Ninja Gaiden Black is nice, dog.
I'm very much looking forward to some Crimson Skies. Like that's my jam.
Oh really?
I love Crimson Skies. Yeah.
Okay, Crimson Skies. I don't really
have you ever played Crimson Skies? Did you play Crimson Skies the Xbox? I had the PC version, and I had a $90 flight stick that I played the PC version with, but the Xbox version was so much easier to control.
Oh, okay. All right. I hear you. But let me see. Did I play? The only original Xbox game that I really loved was Ninja Gaiden. Like that really made me think this is a console and Halo.
If you come across Crimson Skies, get you some people together and play you some Capture the Flag with airplanes, dog. It is the most fun thing ever.
Cool, man. Like I might have to take them. I might have to take you up on that, man. But like I said, I'm looking forward to it, y'all. I have my schedule out there. I'm gonna have my donation link out there in the show notes. Please donate. I mean, it's not for me. It's going straight to a children's hospital, so it's not even
for the youngins, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not for your boy.
Normally, because I'm lazy and I've never signed up for Extra Life. I normally just go on the regular website and I donate to the CHKD, which is the hospital that did a lot of work for Pooh Bear. I donate directly from the website to them. Because I don't know too many people that are doing that for CHKD, so I'm pretty sure there's people who are, but I don't know those people because most of the people that I know that are doing this are not in this area.
Right. So I'm just gonna have people donate to Extra Life through me.
Yeah, so, you do your thing.
Now you can also everyone listening, like there are a lot of people where I'm on Good for Gaming's team, and there's a lot of people, but even not on Good for Gaming's team, like Zion Tang, Sean Evans, who does OMG Hour, and he is giving away a ton of games. He's even giving out like a copy of Assassin's Creed Origins. He's giving out a ton of stuff. So get out there if you want to donate. Donate to him. Donate to me as well. I have a small goal of like 120. And but donate to him as well if you want to like enter in the contest. So definitely do that. Get that done. I want y'all to get out there.
Donate to your people. It's for the youngins,
right?
And you can get something out of the deal, but just do your thing, man.
Absolutely,
it's for the kids, bro.
For the kids. And you know what else is for the kids? But I'm enjoying it as an adult, dog. Dragon Ball Super. Like Dragon Ball Super is legit, dog. It's Dragon Ball like you remember Dragon Ball being all the good, funny, corny stuff. Vegeta's better. I mean, the interactions are better. Like, man, it's good. It's good. It's real funny. I'm there. I'm there on the new Dragon Ball. I know some people said they didn't think they would like it. No, it's Dragon Ball. Straight up.
Where do you watch that?
I watch it on a couple of places actually. Of course. Your boys have it on Kodi.
Okay.
And then there's also Kiss Anime has it. You can do that. But that's where I watch it. But it's a Funimation deal. So if you have a Funimation subscription, get in on that Funimation. Okay. But it's pretty good. I think I'm 40 episodes down. And yeah, man, the power levels they're playing with, ridiculous.
I watched Z up until the Boo saga because the Boo saga was so stupid.
But it ended up getting rough. Like I know it started off really dumb, but it ended up getting straight up battle mode for real.
I rolled up my sleeves, like patted I'm out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I was just out. I was out at Boo. But I just hated the fact that it took everything took so long.
Yeah.
Do they still do the whole thing where one fight takes like 20 episodes because they spend so much time talking and thinking?
Nope. One fight at the most, like they get right into it, and one fight will take 2, maybe 3 episodes, but it's all action and it's all people reacting to it and stuff. Simpson says, bend it like Beckham. What up, Simpson? And he says, forget the rural areas, make their data slow. Come on, dog. You say that because you shot town. Shot down, and he says, "Awaiting greatness." He's still talking about Sonic.
Still waiting.
That's it, man. But yeah. So yeah, man. I don't know. Oh yeah, but Dragon Ball is legit. Y'all check it out.
I need to catch it. I really need to get my Kodi going. Like my internet just isn't good enough right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I may have to bring my alpha in here because I'm closer to the Wi-Fi in here.
Right.
Because it's not where it is. It's just not strong enough, and Kodi is just like.
Right, man, that sucks. Yeah, I really hope you can get that worked out, man, because you really need to get back on it. That's all I've been doing.
I'm behind on my DC shows because I really don't want to keep going back to the CW app because there's so many commercials.
Yeah, you were saying that on another show. It's like
many commercials.
Man, it's terrible. Yeah.
So no, I'm behind on a few shows a couple weeks now. So I don't want it to get too bad, but. Until I can get this Kodi right, it may be a thing.
Okay. Word up.
But I'm gonna tell you something before we get out of here. I'm gonna tell you
Yep.
I have the new Big Crit album came out on Friday, and it is flames.
Oh, really? Really?
Flames. It is so flame, and it's a double album, which I think is kind of cool because he has two sides, and
Okay.
it's the first side is the Big Crit side, and it is the Big Crit that you love. And it is, I mean, it is just dopeness, like good soul samples, like good lyrics, guest stars that are like, you know, okay, you got Bun B in that joint. He got CeeLo on that joint actually rapping. CeeLo is actually rapping
That's
on his song. Like, you know, like that, you know, that type of stuff. He got T.I. on the track. And then the other side is the Justin Scott side. Because I guess that's his real name, Justin Scott. And he got some it's spiritual, it's, you know, introspection. And it's just the one thing I like about Crit is he is so in touch with himself and how he feels, and he's able to convey that through song. Like, you know, like you have a song like something is my favorite song from him, and it is it's an Al Green sample, and the sample is used as a part of like the flowing sample that he raps in and out of. He used the words of the sample as a part of his rhyme, and he's talking you know, he's talking about himself and how he's feeling about things. And there's a lot of that on the Justin Scott side of the album. And you know, even like there's one song called that got a real serious gospel sample. It feels real gospel. It's called "Keep the Devil Off." It's real. Like it's I mean, it gets real.
Word up.
I think you should try it, because Crit is like, I mean, he's one of those artists that you like. He's not a household name. But he should be. You know what I mean? Like his Def Jam stint didn't go very well. So now I think he's independent now. So like he was independent for a while, putting out mixtapes and such. He got signed to Def Jam. His Def Jam albums didn't do very good, and then, you know, now he's back on the independent stuff, doing it for himself. And you know, there's so much stuff out there, but like this is Southern hip hop at its finest. Like,
nice, man.
It's, you know, because he from the SIP, so. You know, but and speaking of being from the SIP, he has a song where he is talking, and he has Joy from the Dungeon Family is singing on behalf of Mississippi because he left and moved away, and he's talking back to Mississippi. You know, like how do you convey that through song? Like, right. And it's pulled off extremely well. Like, and, you know, like, and then like, you know, I his creation process is just amazing. And every time I listen to something new from him, I was just like, why am I not that good? Like, you know what I mean? Like, right. Why can't I do that? And just like, you know, like one of the songs of his that I like the most is a song called Mount Olympus. And Mount Olympus is a response to when Kendrick Lamar put out Control. And, you know, Kendrick Lamar named a few rappers and basically said, like, basically saying, I want this competition. And he put their names in it and was like, I want this competition. That's what it's supposed to be about. Let's go. And then it's his frustration of like, why do y'all keep talking about this like Kendrick dissed me? He didn't really, but now y'all want me to do this when I was doing other stuff and y'all acting like y'all didn't care. And it's that frustration, and like his eloquence is just amazing. Like, it's just, man, it's some stuff.
Word up. Word up. Well, that might be something we may have to check out, man, and see if I can get back into it, man. Because you know me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I listen to it on Google Play because I have YouTube Red. So if you have any of the music services, I'm pretty sure it's there.
All right, word up, word up. Yeah, what's up, Manny? He said he asked us, are we answering questions? So
we can.
Yeah.
What kind of questions you got, bro?
Yeah, fire away. Let's see what you got. See, fire away. See what we can do here. And all right, so look here, man. Do you have anything else, Mike?
No, I think that's it. Like I've been watching this because I've been sick and I couldn't really do a whole lot. This weekend I pretty much watched a whole 50 episodes of someone's playing RimWorld, but a Star Wars mod. And then he added other mods, and there was a Tiberium mod and all of this other stuff. Like, it's crazy. Eden, what's Eden?
Yeah, I was gonna ask him. I'm not familiar with this that situation. Let's see. Enlighten me. What is that? I'm not sure what that is, man. Eden. I don't know. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what it is, hit us up.
I mean, there's a few things that I would like to speak on, but I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. I see you. Okay. How about we do that?
Yeah. How about we go ahead and wrap this up?
Right.
How about we go ahead and wrap this up?
All right. So, all right, man. So, everybody, thanks so much for watching and/or listening to Facetious.
But he got us though.
He did. But appreciate it. Y'all check us out. Again, remember Extra Life is this weekend. Go ahead and get your donations in to me or other folks, and get out there, support, check out some people. Just run some streams. If you ain't doing anything, just run them in the background, let them go. Leave us some feedback. We really appreciate it. So, but yeah, that's really about it. Mike, you got any other shout outs, man?
Man, shout out to the people. Shout out to the homie Double A for getting me on the show. I know he was supposed to come here and he didn't show up. And I completely forgot to say something. But I think we had a pretty good show. It went to a few different places. I enjoyed myself, and I enjoyed, being a part of AMP again. I was like, I know Blue was like, why ain't y'all call me?
Of course, but I know we ain't the same. Me and Double A, we cool, but we ain't on the same level as you and Double A. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I understand. I ain't even mad at you.
That's fair. I think it was because it was last minute, and they know that I'm the type of dude that could do stuff at the last minute.
Right, and that's all good. It's all good, man. Like I said, it ain't no big deal. I already got it downloaded into my phone, so I'm gonna be listening to it probably tonight or tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna be listening to it for sure. But
yeah, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy when you listen to it, because there's some stuff where I'm trying to explain something, but I know I'm on a clean show, so I'm trying to. It's like hilarious. And also, I threw a reference to someone throwing a chair at the Source Awards, and both of them had no idea what I was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know either.
What do you mean? The whole thing about the brawl that happened at the Source Awards because somebody threw a chair, and then all of the rappers and stuff were. This is like years ago. They don't do the Source Awards no more for that reason.
Oh no! I didn't even know.
It was also a Boondocks thing.
Okay.
Where they talk about nigga moments.
Oh, all right. Well, shout outs to everybody who joined us live. Devious, Chase, Simpson, and Manny. Shout outs to my boys Derek, John, JP, Ryan. Shout outs to Double A and their crew as well. Shout outs to AZ Rockslot for streaming this past weekend, and I got hooked up with a free game, man. So shout outs there. And
so what did you win? You ain't said what you won.
It's just a small indie game, man. I can't remember. I can't recall the name of it, but that's what I won. I don't even remember. I just entered in, and it was pretty cool. And he was playing Splatoon, and he was doing all right. And it was nice, man. It was nice. He got like a green screen and everything.
I need to see if I can win Destiny for Xbox, because I want to buy it, but then I don't want to buy it.
Why don't you just see if you can win a different game, like something new you hadn't played yet? Is what I'm saying.
But I want to buy it. but I don't want to buy it again. Well,
I
I didn't buy it
understand.
the first time,
I
so
heard you
it
say.
didn't. So it doesn't matter.
Right,
So
right.
who got? I'm gonna put that on. I'm put that on the Good for Gaming. Who got that Destiny? I can win.
They'll tweet it all out, man. They'll tweet it all out, and so we'll have it all going. But everybody, thank you so much. We'll be back in your ear again next week. I will have all this going as the Snow State November.
One more thing. Have you seen any episodes of No Script with Marshawn Lynch?
No,
bruh. Find that. I saw him on Facebook, bruh. Hilarity.
Yeah, I hear it's great. I hear it's pretty good.
I've seen 3 episodes so far. There's one where he's doing voiceover for Darth Vader. Like someone is actually like putting like he's at like the studio, and someone is having him record stuff over Darth Vader. It's so funny. Like,
oh, really?
So funny.
Nice. All right, man. I'll check that out. But for now, it's time to get up out of here, y'all, because I'm tired. I'll tell y'all how my new workout program is going next week when I get a full weekend under my belt, and then I'll have clean shaven, looking like a baby alien. So y'all be good. We'll talk to y'all next week. Peace out to the Warriors.
Peace out to the Warriors.